All right, you're comfortable now. Okay, thank you everyone for fantastic Bolin Days. We've come to the concluding remarks where I have a very important task, and that is to delay you for 15 minutes while Nicholas pours the bubbly. Very, very critical, because otherwise there won't be any. It's, I'd like to begin by thanking our external science advisory group for coming here and taking 2 of the days out of their precious time to listen to us and give us constructive advice about how we should take the Bolin Centre forward. Your work and efforts are really appreciated. We're going to get an opportunity to thank all the people who've been organising the event later on this evening when we're during the celebrations. But I do want to take the opportunity now to thank our technical team who've been doing a fantastic job fighting against long hair, earrings, you name it, to keep the Bolin Days live. So a great big applaud to these guys. So we're here in honor of Bert Bolin, of course. And I'm going to say a few words about Bert Bolin, but not yet. I want to, I have made my own little tradition, and that is I tell you a few things I learned during these Bolin Days. It's easier this time because we've only got 4 sessions, so I only learned 4 things. No, but no, I'm going to just pick 4. Of course, like all of you, I learned masses during these days. Special one for me is learning that Arctic amplification is not new. It's a story also from the past, in the Pliocene, 5 million years ago. I found that really special. We learned that on the first day. I learned it would be a really bad idea to build my summer house on this grassland. It's okay, Sarah, I didn't take your horrible animation. So we won't see that disappearing under the water, but that we have grasslands within 1 square meter, 27 species. It makes you respect biodiversity. It really does. 27 species. And I would just walk over it and scrape the grass away to find a rock. And I'm learning to widen my perspective. As to rocks, I learned that in these rocks, in Yorkshire of all places, we find a record of a warming event that's warmer than probably anything we can create over the next 100 years or so. An immense warming during the Jurassic period, also recorded by enormous changes in biodiversity, here in the case of pollens. And also learned that the 31st of August, 2014, was the wrong day to be in Malmö. I have not been, unlike Nina, I have not been here for all of the 10 Bolin Days. But I'm going to show you a picture from my first Bolin Days 6 years ago. And this was what I learned from that particular Bolin Days. And it's not to dig a great big hole and bury yourself in it. But who do you think, I took this picture from someone's talk during the Bolin Days 2013. Anyone going to guess who that picture is of? I'll zoom in. That probably didn't help at all, carefully with the helmet hiding. The founder of the Bolin Centre, Johan Kleeman, who we would have loved to have had with us for this occasion, of course. And he's not able to be with us, but built the platform on which we now stand. He also can dig very big holes. But for going back before Johan, we have, of course, Bert Bolin. And this figure, Henning Rode showed to us on the first day. So I hope you all know what it shows. It's extremely important. It's why we're called the Bolin Centre. If you want to encapsulate it in a single figure, this figure shows what we look at all the time in the IPCC reports. It shows the increase in CO2 in the atmosphere. Into the year 2000. The only thing is this was published in 1959. What an amazing effort. And the upper limit is pretty well spot on. But Bert said to us, and I took this from Henning Rode, a quote, immediately after Bert died, in an article in Svenska Dagbladet, one of the Swedish papers. He said it was serious but not hopeless. And if there's a message we should take back from the Bolin Days out into society, is that yes, this is really serious, but it is not hopeless, and there's things we can do. You as scientists, us as scientists, we are creating the knowledge base, and that is hugely important. But I want us to honor the Bolin Days, the 10th Bolin Days in a special way. I want us to do one more thing, each and every one of us. I want you all, after the Bolin Days, to do your climate account. It's available in English and Swedish at klimatkontot.se. I assure you that the web address will be in the Bolin Center News, weekly news. Check your carbon account and ask yourself, what easy thing could I do to lower my own carbon footprint? What easy thing, not what challenging thing, not what night. Now, I don't have to suffer a lot, but what little thing can I do? Because it makes a difference. And we can sit here and we can talk about how there are so much, we need this another bigger and grandiose solution, but we can also do a little part of the solution ourselves. So do that little part in honor of Bert Bolin, and that we've been able to enjoy 10 years of Bolin Days. And with that, I will go on to tell you what's happening next. At 16:15, yep, I've still got to talk for 5 minutes. We will have a welcome drink in the Northern Sköld foyer. That was from an anonymous donator. At about 5 o'clock, you will be geological time. We're going to vary that time to suit ourselves. You will be summoned or called to dinner. I will not tell you how that will occur, but you will know it when it happens. And then you will be asked to come down into level U1, and our table setting up team are doing an amazing job down there to try and squeeze everybody in. We're the biggest ever Bolin Days, and so we looks like we're all going to manage to get in. We've kitted out another room just in case, but we hope we don't need to use it. And then we'll have a dinner together. And at 7 o'clock, we're going to begin a ceilidh, which I'll tell you about in a minute. And then our geology club will run a bar for us, so that because our representation rules don't allow us very much wine, but the little bit that we are allowed, you will have no doubt drunk by then, and you can then support the geology club. Around about 10:30, it's going to be time to, which there's various indications that a ceilidh when it's time to go home. And it will be time to go home, or of course you're all welcome to help tidy up. We have no objection to that whatsoever. Right, the definition of ceilidh. Until you get rid of this Scottish co-director, you're going to have to live with a Gaelic lesson for every Bolin Days. So that is a call for replacing me. You've all heard it now. So come forward or dance ceilidh for the rest of your lives. Ceilidh is a Gaelic word, and it has only an approximate meaning in English. It is a social gathering with dance and music. It is about participating, and it's about having fun. And it is crucially not about getting it right. So if you get it right, you will actually be thrown out. But there's no danger of that. It's possibly you'll find it a little bit easier if you have a couple of glasses of wine or a beer before you try. And I would just wish you good luck. Just to show you that it can and has been done, we've actually sent over a team of professionals from the Bolin Center to the island of Islay who ceilidh danced the night away on the streets. We only had that in the dark, of course, so that you wouldn't be able to see who they are. And I want to let you know that our External Science Advisory Group do not just contribute with science. Playing to them in the streets of Islay, we have Ray Pierre Humbert with his accordion, and he will be playing for us tonight. So that's going to be a little treat. He was told he wasn't welcome in the country without his accordion, and he listened. Right, now I've got you all get together, and I've got a couple of minutes I still have to use up. So some important tips about the dances. Note the flag in the corner tells you which country the dance comes from. and that is not England or anywhere else that you might think. Right, it would be really useful if you're aware. A dance called Strip the Willow. If I want you 4 men facing 4 ladies, that's what you'll look like. 4 men facing 4 ladies. That's a set. That is what a Scottish set looks like. You got that? Set. 4 men facing 4 ladies. Really easy. The Dashing White Sergeant is a dance that we will do. I will tell you you're to form the spokes of a wheel. Now, if you look at that beautiful drawing I spent hours on in PowerPoint, you will see that the collar, that will be me, is the middle of the wheel, and then you're in sets of 3, making the spokes of a wheel. The set is an interesting thing here. It's actually either 2 ladies and a man, or 1 man and 2 ladies. But that was the same, wasn't it? So it's a great dance to meet people. So that's when I say spokes of the wheel, that's what I mean. I'm not sure if we're going to do this yet because I have a new alternative this year. The 8th reel is a ring. So if it's a ring of 8, that's what it looks like. There may be more than 2 rings, but I got bored after drawing the second one. There have been a lot of people. Now look at the flag very carefully. Now, a lot of people have been complaining that we should have a Swedish dance. So I've been in Skåne and doing my homework, and we're going to try. And I can tell you, at Swedish dances, I've heard all these we'll do these sort of very easy thing. None of that crap. This is a proper dance. This is a proper set dance. It's a set of 16. I don't know if we'll even be able to count to 16 when I try this one. It's a really complicated dance, so I've completely cannibalized it and reduced it to a much smaller version of the same thing, so that we in the Bolin Centre will survive it. And the deal is we're going to add a stage each year. And when we finally get to the end, that we've managed to do the whole dance, that's the point I will actually leave leading the Bolin Centre. So you have a lot of work to get rid of me. Right. So anyway, enough of that discussion. And I want to now go to what you're all probably waiting for and wishing I'd shut up and get on with. And that is, no, I have 2 announcements and I must make them. Yes, really, really important announcement. Please, you're all in here now. Please consider signing up as a mentor. The mentor-mentee scheme is absolutely fantastic. It supports loads of our young scientists. They all appreciate it. Please sign up as a mentor. I've done it and I'm still alive. It's really, really good. Yeah? And there'll be an email coming around, so you will have no excuse for missing that. Right, okay. So now we're on to the winners of the winners of the best student poster competition. That's good. Can you do that drummy thing? That's really nice. Right. I'm going to make sure I do this in the right order. So we had, of course, fantastic posters. They were absolutely brilliant. And we had a jury of 91 people who ranked these posters. And they were a lot of really good ones, and I know that this was a tough choice. But in 3rd place, with 7.2% of the vote, poster number, they do this in Eurovision? 27, Yannick Martin's Cascade, the Circum-Arctic Shelf Sediment Carbon Database. Yannick, where are you? Yannick, yeah. This is that's research money, not Fantastic. To be used for whiskey. Okay, right. Congratulations. Thank you. Well done. With that, we're in. And in 2nd place, with 12.7% of the vote, it's poster number 2, Iter Aldamo Campino, with global biochemical cells in the ocean. Sorry. Hold on. Congratulations. And as I say, that's for research. Yeah. Good. And with 17.7% of the vote, for the second time running, poster number 22, it wasn't number 22 that won last year, it was the same person, Caroline Gracer. Where to hide from a warmer climate. And Caroline will be giving poster making classes to all concerned. And I will step down and disappear from the Bolin Centre when I don't have to hand this first prize over to Caroline each year. Congratulations, Caroline. Okay, I've just received through the technical equipment a little buzz from Nicholas saying that now there is bubbly out there. So all that remains for me to do is welcome you back to the 11th Bolin Days in 2019, November 20th to 21st. Thank you for a great Bolin Days.